and you were just...
We're all together. No choice.
I mean, you are now recognised on a worldwide level, aren't you? You were saying you're off to go to Paris very shortly. I mean, how does it feel then, Sophie, when you're in these sort of premieres and you think, gosh, that person's dressed as me over there?
Yeah, it's really weird. I noticed a little Sansa over there saying, hi, Sansa. It's really weird. It's kind of surreal. I honestly, I don't think it's hit any of us yet how big it is or why people are putting ginger wigs on. But it's fun. It's an experience, and I'm sure it'll hit us later on in life when we're broke and out of a job.
But I mean, we did say, though, at the beginning there, it's the most downloaded television series ever.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think my brother contributes to most of the illegally downloaded ones.
I mean, you've said there you don't know why people are putting, you know, wigs and this, that and the other on, but have you any idea why the programme as a whole works so well, like, globally?
Because of the many different storylines, I feel. You know, there's something in there for everyone. There's characters of all different ages, different genders, and, you know, there's so many strong female characters, which is what a lot of shows lack, I feel.
Yes.
And, yeah, it's fantastic that they've kind of captured that.
Mind you, saying there's something in it for everybody. I mean, the first 2 seasons, they're 18 certificate, though, aren't they?
Yeah,
Yes.
OK, maybe not everyone, but...
It's quite graphic, isn't it, some of it? I mean, there's some strong language in it and some quite explicit scenes in it. How do you feel, then, Maisie, sitting there at home, watching it with your parents in Somerset?
It's so embarrassing. I don't know, when we were at the script read-throughs, we kind of just giggled to ourselves when they read all the kind of the nude scenes. And
An adult scene, weren't they? How was that?
Yeah, that was the day that my dad decided it would be a great idea to turn up, and it was a fairly adult scene. So it was kind of awkward for the producer just sitting between both my parents, like, so... But it's fine, they're used to it now. They know what I'm in for, I guess.
And what is it like for you here to be, obviously, British actresses talking here in Britain, yet you're off to France, aren't you, after this? And then you're over in America doing all that as well?
It's so lovely to do things kind of in the UK. I feel like the UK sort of took a while to catch up to the kind of scale of it in other countries, and in America it was massive for a long time, and now it's really starting to get big here, and I feel like we're getting recognised more and more on the streets, which is really, really exciting, but it's so strange as well to be like just in your hometown, and then all of a sudden there's people kind of watching you. It's cool.
And as young actors, you're having this brilliant opportunity of working with all these amazing British actors like Mackenzie Crook and Sean Bean, we saw there, who was, of course, killed off at the end of season 1.
Spoiler.
But anyway, but, you know, you must learn an awful lot, I mean, on these big chunks of filming.
And it's so great to kind of be working with these people just, you know, so early on as well, and both of us just learning every single day and been given the great opportunities to work with some really experienced and fantastic actors in this business. And yeah, that's just, you know, we're so grateful for that in itself.
Now, Sophie, a lot of your... Is it the landscape that's shot in... Is it Croatia?
Yeah, that's where I shoot.
That's where you shoot, whereas Maisie, you're a little bit closer to home.
Yeah, I shoot the majority of all of my stuff in Belfast, Northern Ireland, which is fantastic, and it's so lovely to work there, but there's so much rain. And I'm just constantly exterior in the rain with muddy boots on and muddy trousers and stuff like that, which is, you know, has its pros and cons. But the fortunate thing that when the sun does come out in Belfast, it's the most beautiful place to be ever. And there's so much rain that it's so green, and when it is sunny, it does kind of really make up for it. There's some fantastic locations that we
can hear the here from Northern Ireland. Well done.
Perhaps, surprisingly, a lot of scenes are filmed in Northern Ireland in conditions of some secrecy, as Cerys found out in this around the beginning of this film as well.
Welcome to Northern Ireland main production and location base for Game of Thrones. Now, in the docks behind me, the Titanic was painted and fitted. Now it's the main studios where the sets are built. This is where they film the interiors, utilising a workforce of over 800. It's also had a massive impact on the local economy, where people and places are using their connections to the drama for making a few quid by setting up their own spin-off businesses.
All aboard for Westeros.
This isn't an ordinary minibus. It's a special Game of Thrones minibus offering bespoke trips around the major locations used in the series.
We already ran a day tour to Giant's Causeway every day. More and more of the people who were on that tour were asking, oh my goodness, isn't Game of Thrones filmed here? Will you take us to see some of the locations? So the more that people asked this, the more we thought, you know, there's an opportunity there for us. We have worked on all 4 series of Game of Thrones, so we have the real inside into all these different...
What if people said to you, oh, you're just cashing in on Game of Thrones?
After Winterfell and the Game of Thrones set came on site, right outside our centre by pure chance, it was the obvious path to take to theme it medieval style. We had folks coming in from Alaska, from Australia, from Asia, and they saw that we were doing archery as an activity. So we've only modified what we've really done already, and it's just adding a theme to the whole experience.
Yeah, and people love it, right?
They weren't actually.
But it's not just the archery school that has benefited from. A local hairdresser combines her day job here with styling hair for the show. How many people's hair do you style a day?
It has been up to 300 a day for like kind of war scenes, like battle scenes.
That windswept, battle-worn, unwashed look, tell me how you achieve that. Thrones is having the same impact here in Northern Ireland as Lord of the Rings had in New Zealand. Unfortunately, I must take my leave now of these lands.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, Keris. Brilliant. Now, we actually can't stop looking at our audience members because, as you can see, they have gone for it. Thank you all for being here so much. You all look fantastic. But it turns out lots of you at home as well love a bit of weekend dressing up.
Well, apparently so. We asked, what you got up to on the weekend. This is Martin. He's a plumber during the week, but come the weekend, he likes to dress up as a cowboy. There we are.
This is Mark. He's a health and safety consultant who's a Saxon archer on the weekend. Of course he is.
This is brilliant, this one. This is Jez from Hampshire. He's an IT consultant, but he likes to dress up as a lovable robot.
This is Paul Smith and daughter Eleanor, dressed as Chewbacca and an Ewok orchid for a charity weekend. That's lovely,
Very good, isn't it? Have you seen, and look at these beautiful dogs here. They're the dire wolves on a weekend, but you'd never tell. Monday to Thursday, we've got a Jack Russell and a toy poodle.
And we can have a good look at Sansa here as well. Just give us a wave, Sansa. There you are. Excellent. And you can see the new series of Game of Thrones next Monday on Sky Atlanta.
I still can't get over that robot. It's remarkable. Now, anyway, here's Tony with a warning that your postcode may say more about you than you think. Do you know, I know exactly how they feel. That happened to... It did, honestly.
He was
that
on the
happened to me.
cusp.
Yep.
That's what happens.
Postcode one thing.
Thanks to our studio superfans for joining us. Thank you very much, guys. And, of course, to Maisie Williams and Sophie Turner. Game of Thrones starts next Monday. Hopefully you'll be back if you're not killed off. Fingers crossed, eh?
All the best for staying alive. Now, tomorrow, we're here with Rob Brydon, so we will see you at 7 o'clock.
Bye.